Ash. That's my girl. There you go. That's how you get a squirrel to relax. You get right there in the armpits. There's your face. The ravens are crawling. Ravens are craw, craw, craw. They're out there making noise while we're trying to relax in here. I know I love you. You're my special girl. This is Ash's salon day. In case you haven't noticed, I'm Joey. And this is Ash. Excuse me, this is Ash. And that's the raven. It's such a sweet girl. Ash is about 6 months old. She is 3/4 of the way through release. She has been in and out since the beginning of the year, really, since right after New Year's. A few weeks she'd spend outside, and then at night she would come in every day, out in the morning, in for nighttime, and then Then about 2-3 weeks ago, she started spending all of her nights outside, coming home for some snacks, visits, take a nap in some safety, usually in the quiet. He wants to be on TV too. That silly raven. I'm trying to relax here. Anyway, about 3 weeks ago, she started spending most of her nights outside. Occasionally she'll show up and just get some rubs and then spend the night and head back out in the morning. But more often than not, she's already establishing herself in the trees, learning to nest, how to spend some of the colder nights out. And we're nothing like the north or the northwest with freezing temperatures regularly. We get down into the 30s a few times every winter, maybe for a week or so here, and then we'll get back into the 80s. And so they're not the same as the winter weather squirrels. So we have release all year round, which also means we have babies almost all year round. Any day now we'll start seeing photos of folks getting all of their baby squirrels because they're starting to show up. And as they're born, some of them fall out of trees, some of them lose their mommies, some of them are taken out of their nests either by weather or by a tree service, landscaping, whatever. And so you have to be very careful. Always talk to your landscapers about what they do if they find wildlife. Make sure they're aware of it. Some folks say you shouldn't leave treats out for squirrels in the winter months, but that's the most difficult time for them, finding their own resources. Most of the food's gone, especially in the colder, more desolate areas. So the snacks that you do leave out for them are important if you can and if you're interested, because the mommies need the extra fat and the extra food that they're not able to find in those colder areas. And if they're used to you feeding them throughout the summer and more temperate months, they're going to be looking for it in the winter too. So if you do, just keep going. You're not enticing them out of their nests with snacks. I mean, you are, but you're providing them the only snacks they're likely to find when they do leave their nests. So if you do it, keep going. If you don't worry about it. It's probably gonna get into the mid-low 70s here today, so it's not really a day we're worried about weather. Rain and wind is more concerning here than anything else. So this is Ash. Her sister, well, she came in one day and the day after another squirrel, so we raised them together as sisters. Cinder was the other squirrel, and she wilded out the minute she hit the door. And some of them do. Some of them just want to be, they feel the call of the wild. The minute they feel the trees under their claws, they're gone. And then they come back, they get snacks when they get scared. But Cinder spent about a week in and out here, days here, nights out. And then she spent every night out since. I think she spent maybe 2 nights in the last month here. And when they wild out like that, they spend more time outside. They don't get as used to us, which is the idea. I don't want them dependent on us if they don't have to be. So the more wild they get, the farther down range they go, have babies. We have 2 national forests, one to the north and one to the southwest of us. So their range is pretty far. If they want to move on to the other block, which starts where the forest starts, then they do that. Some of them stay close to home for several months. We've got a couple that have been here for years. Coquito, Peanut, Buttercup are our most current visitors. And Buttercup is about 4 years old. Peanut and Coquito were one after the other 2 years ago. So they'll come visit for years as long as the routine stays the same, but they also acclimate real well and fast if they've got all the resources they need. I think she's about out. What do you think? I think my droning on and on has finally put the squirrel to sleep. Don't worry, that's just me cracking my knuckle. They're so used to it, it doesn't even make them jump anymore. Hey, sweetie pie. This is the same squirrel 20 minutes ago who was trying to spar with my fingers, and it was all I could do to keep her from breaking the skin. So do not be deceived by the cuteness. She is a very wild animal and will light you up before you even know what happened. Before you even know what happened. If this isn't the cutest thing you've seen all day, I don't know what you're looking at. Is that your foot I see out there? Just hanging out to the side. See ya.